Well, hi everybody. So recently I was tagged in a list that said the top 5 fat-burning foods that we should be eating regularly. And then someone else tagged me in a post that said the top 10 most fat-burning foods. Okay, on that list, what was on that list? Okay, things like apples. Well, that's a good choice. Okay, things like olive oil, maybe things like avocados, they were on the list. Berries, vegetables as an entire group, they made it onto the list. Eggs also made it onto the list. And it really got me wondering, A, who makes these lists? And B, there was no science used in any of it. Because if we were to eat an apple that says, oh, maybe about 110 calories in one apple, depending on the size, and we were going to eat that apple like we do regularly, we wouldn't anticipate that our body is going to use 110 calories to digest that apple so that it would make it an equal or negative calorie food, just meaning that our body uses more energy than it actually has inside of that specific food. That's garbage, right? That's completely garbage. There's no science there. It's confusing. It's completely unscientific. We know that we don't eat nuts or olive oil and then our body just burns fat. That's not how metabolism works, right? When we think about our whole metabolism, our body is working every day to digest. It's keeping us awake. It's keeping our brain alert, storing memories. It's, doing cellular turnover. All of these things that have nothing to do with just digestion. And so sometimes when we see fat-burning foods, we're assuming that that food somehow taps into those storage cells and causes our body to release fat and suddenly we're slim. No. What is appropriate about those foods is those are fairly nutrient-dense foods, right? Vegetables are excellent food choices. They really help fill us up. They have a lot of density, a lot of fiber, so we feel fuller eating them. Also things like olive oil and avocados, they're higher in fat, so it keeps us more satisfied, so we're not eating snacks throughout the day quite as much. Has nothing to do with those foods being fat-burning foods. They just help us stay in a behavior pattern where we're eating fewer calories in our day, so that our energy balance is tipped in the favor of losing weight instead of tipped in the favor of gaining weight. So don't fall for gimmicky things. When you see lists like that, you can just laugh it off and say, oh, that's ridiculous. Don't buy into things that don't make any sense because science does not support that. There's no way that we're going to eat nuts and then suddenly lose weight, right? It's not a fat-burning food. We're not going to do that with olive oil. We're not going to do that with avocados. We're not going to do that with berries. And that has nothing to say about those foods being good or bad foods. It just means that's not how science works. So you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.